Hi, I'm Stan, also known as Goatboy on the boards, and I thought I would post, and I've been trying to do this, but uh, didn't really know how to do it, but thanks to a little fairy wren, everyone's favorite Aussie, she gave me the secret handshake that allowed me to get past the armed guards. Armed guards, I have a thing in my thing there. So that's the introduction, and that's me. And it's Halloween, and no, this is not a costume or disguise. I really look this way. Uh, what people were talking about was the places that they used to live that they missed, and I live in Des Moines, Iowa right now, and it's a wonderful place. No flies on Des Moines. But I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and when I was a teenager, uh, that was the '60s, and to be a teenager in the '60s in the Bay Area was just a wonderful thing. Uh, One of the main things was the music. The Fillmore Auditorium had just opened up, and we would, my friends and I would scrape together some money for gasoline, and whichever one of us had a car, that would be gas money, and we would go the 40 miles to San Francisco. And when we got there, uh, $2 would get you into the Fillmore Auditorium, and you'd hear three bands, and almost every time one of them would be the Grateful Dead. Uh, and I really like the Grateful Dead now, and I liked them at the time, but for some reason I fell out with them for in the '70s for some reason. Uh, and I think maybe I just had to mature to appreciate their deeper stuff, uh, get a few miles on me, and I have a few. And just to so that's it. That's it for that. Boy, was that Porky Pig or what was that? Uh, so that also brings us to the subject of smells. Uh, not that the Fillmore smelled or anything, although. Uh, but people were talking about what smells do you like the opposite sex to smell like, or the same? You know, I'm open-minded, but in my case, it'd be the opposite. Uh, and this brings me back to the Fillmore and the '60s. The hippie chicks, as they were called back then, would walk by in their peasant dresses, smelling of patchouli oil. And I know that's a cliche, but patchouli oil is a very earthy scent. So these women smelled like earth goddesses to me, uh, giving the unambiguous signal to mate. At least that's how I interpreted it. It really didn't get me into trouble or anything, so don't get too creeped out. Uh, what do I smell like? Well, funny you should ask, because I happen to have here a bar of soap, and it's made by Dove, but it's made for men. It's called Men Plus Care. So it has shards of glass and buckshot and fiberglass. I don't know. It's got nails and things, and it really hurts. So only a man really wants to use stuff that hurts. And but it has a musk note, a note of musk that you can hear if you listen. It's like the ocean. You can hear the. Did you hear the musk note? There it was. Uh, and it's pretty basic. Here is my deodorant of choice. It's Old Spice Original Scent. So I smell like your grandfather, who happens to have one of these as well. So, What else to talk about? I don't know. Waiting for the next subject. This is really a subjectless thing. It's just sort of my first attempt, so there it is. Goodbye.